Local elections are fast approaching. These elections are interesting. Local politicians do have some level of power, and the results will give us a good indication of what voters are thinking. Local elections have notoriously low turnout. This is due to the lack of in-person voting. That really needs to change. Voting should be as convenient as possible. For local elections, voting can be highly inconvenient. There are a few races that are especially interesting. Wellington has attracted a lot of interest. Because it is a large city, and Tory Whanau, its Green Party-aligned mayor, is highly unpopular. Recently, Andrew Little from the Labour Party put himself forward as the competent and professional alternative on the left. People are saying that Andrew Little will just be another Phil Goff. He is too right-wing, they say, as they defend Tory Whanau. They say this as though Tory Whanau was about to introduce socialism. Her main policy was attempting to sell airport shares. Last I checked, selling government assets was a right-wing policy. Aside from this, her term has been defined by constant scandals. Most of these were born out of public drunkenness and the lie she told about selling her car under financial pressure. A cheap attempt at relating to poor people from a person on a massive salary who once won $1 million in the lottery. Tory Whanau announced that she won't be contesting the election. She was basically guaranteed to lose, so I don't blame her. The Greens endorsed her again, which was pretty embarrassing, considering that a couple of weeks later she dropped out. They endorsed a candidate who didn't even believe in themselves. Andrew Little is basically guaranteed the position. He has been endorsed by pretty much everyone, and he has a far larger public profile than anyone else contesting the race. Of course, Tory Whanau faced lots of unjustified, mindless right-wing hate, but her behaviour was also pretty bad at times. If it was between her and Andrew Little, I would be voting for Little. He will surely be an improvement, if only because he will be more competent and professional. Tory Whanau served primarily to make the left look bad by association. Auckland is always an interesting one too. The current mayor is Wayne Brown, a centre-right figure. Wayne Brown is a bit strange, and his response to the Auckland floods was heavily criticised. But a lot of time has passed since then, so perhaps Aucklanders will give him another shot. It probably depends if they are still angry at the left over the excessive Auckland lockdowns. It is hard to say how this race will go. The Auckland mayoralty is often contested by an interesting selection of people from both the political left and the political right. Some of the other local elections are interesting too. Personally, I have no idea who I will vote for in the local election, probably the Labour-aligned candidate, but ultimately it depends what the options are. For these kinds of elections, the individual in question can be of more significance than the party they align with. Just don't vote for the ACT Party idiots. They are screwing workers over at a national level. We don't need that happening at a local level too. The most important thing is to make sure you vote. For 3 years we are at the mercy of the politicians, but on voting day they are at our mercy. Make the most of that. Make sure they remember that simple reality. Hold them accountable, make them pay a price for their policy.